Do you guys remember the time when TikTok started to get famous? It was a big shift from the long-form content that we're used to, and people were just straight reeled in. And if you guys remember before that, there was something called Musical.ly, for those older Gen Z guys. And it did come out and it did do quite well, but it didn't get the same peak that TikTok did. And since then, every major platform has short-form content. I think the guys at TikTok realised that the dopamine pull from short-form content was just so much more easier, and people would be hooked on to these short-form content videos, and that's exactly what happened. Many content creators similarly jumped onto the short-form content craze, and although it is quite enjoyable and somewhat entertaining, we've got a big problem in our hands. And that problem is that Gen Z is addicted to it. And not just Gen Z, but everyone who uses it. Fast forward to today, our attention spans are so bad. We constantly need some sort of dopamine, or we feel restless. And too much doom scrolling, social media, and other ways to get easy dopamine gets us so tired. I'm sure you've noticed this. Let's say it's just a normal Saturday, you don't have school, and you're just resting, quote unquote. You sit at home and you begin your day just doom scrolling. Then you might change from doom scrolling and just watch a movie or a documentary, and then maybe play a game. And it's become so bad that even now when we're eating, we have to have something to watch while we're eating. Or if we're at a cafe or a shop waiting for something, we pull out our phones and do something. It's like we're allergic to boredom. You know what? We've got to embrace that boredom. For example, when you're being driven home or you're driving home, try to have nothing on at the time and take in an experience. That means no music, no videos you listen to in the background. Just take in that experience and look around. Don't mind detox from this unnatural dopamine overdose. I'm not going to be one of those guys that say get rid of social media completely. I know that can be hard in this new world, if not impossible for some. I'd say to try this out once at least, and let me know how you guys feel about it down in the comments below. Leave your social media devices away and try to enjoy a wholesome moment with a friend or family member. Try to do this when you're grabbing some food, or you guys are just hanging out and catching up, and you'll notice that you're missing out on so many wholesome interactions just because you've got your phone next to you and you have that urge to constantly look at it, check the time, look at social media, look at your WhatsApp, etc. And if getting rid of doom scrolling immediately is very hard, try to find something else that can substitute it. Maybe get into reading. I've personally tried reading myself, and I've realised that although it doesn't give you that immediate dopamine stimulus, it does do the job with giving you that long-term benefit, and you learn something at the end of the day. It's much better than just going through social media and just scrolling endlessly. And a lot of the stuff that we scroll is pretty much pointless, let's be honest. Going back to gaming allows you to catch up with others and forces you to get up from your bed, which is quite important. I remember a time when our parents would say that the biggest problem with us was that we play games for hours and hours. It probably still is a problem with the young Gen Z and the new generation. But now the biggest problem is that we're hooked onto our phones. Go anywhere and regardless of the age, you'd see people on their phones scrolling endlessly. And, even in social places, social gathering areas, like a cafe or a restaurant, people are just on their phones. People are with their mothers, they're with their children, etc. And they're just scrolling away. There's no interaction whatsoever. It's like we're in a zombie town. So to summarize the video, we need to embrace boredom. Fight the urge of having to take out our phones when we're at a restaurant or we're at a cafe or just at a social gathering area. If we stop doom scrolling, we're going to save so much time that we can use for other things, like hobbies and just things that we enjoy in general. If you find it hard to get rid of doom scrolling immediately and social media immediately, then get into something different, like gaming, reading, something that interests you and keeps you stimulated and keeps you happy.